Hi, everyone. Hello, Wildlife with Jessica. You're welcome. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Welcome to today's live. So, it's all about seasonal work visa. You guys have been asking me for seasonal work visas for like forever. So, finally, we have it. So, let's talk about this seasonal work visa to this amazing country. So if you're here, please drop a comment, say hi, let me know you're here. All right. Excuse me. Drop a comment, let me know you can hear me. Jessica, can you hear me? Please drop a comment as we join, all right? Let's see. Drop a comment. Let's talk about how you can move abroad to this amazing country for seasonal work. And it's really amazing, just the way you guys like it. You always ask me for such opportunities. So here we have it today. Hello, Simply Pizza. Oh my goodness, don't make me hungry. Gabriel, Adeshola, Reigning Prince, Prince Koloko, Solomon, Ugochukwu, Florence, Ikechukwu. Um, it's moving so fast. Tarietum, Lauren. Oh my goodness. Henry, Anthony, love you all. Sterling, hello everyone. You're all welcome. Maggie, much love to all of you. Thanks for joining. Hello, Gifty. All right, thank you. Erina TV, thank you. Love you. Thank you. Simply Pizza, I say jackpot season. Yes, so always is. And seasonal work is coming up. Like it's gonna start very soon. Most seasonal jobs come up during the summer and during the winter. Yeah. So summer is like the hottest time to get, to work on seasonal jobs, and you have to start now to apply for them. Okay. So this is when you apply for seasonal work and all of that, so that by summer you've already arrived, to begin your work, because that's the period where you're going to be getting a lot of jobs, especially in the ones we're going to be talking about today. All right, so do stick with me. These jobs are going to be like July, August, okay, June, July, August, September, October, thereabout. You do that period. And the visa application to this country doesn't take time. It could take you like a month to get your visa, 3 weeks to 1 month, depending on which country you are. For those in Nigeria, this visa comes out in an average of 3 weeks. Okay, it's not hard to get a visa appointment. Once you apply for the visa, you get it. Anyway, we'll get to talk about all of that. All right, we'll get into details of everything shortly. All right, so thanks for joining. Love you all. Please give the video a thumbs up. All right, give the video a thumbs up as you join us. I do believe YouTube must have sent out notifications and people will get to join us now. So let's give them like a few seconds to get to join us. All right. Love you all. Love you all. Hello, Mitzi. Wanekai Mitzi. Oluwafemi. You're welcome, Frank Oboom. Thanks for joining. All right. So, if it's your first time here, if you're seeing me for the very first time, you're welcome to the channel. My name is Jackie, and right here I share information to help you move abroad. I share opportunities for work, for studies, scholarships, visas, everything, that will help you to move abroad, whether you want it to be a permanent move or just for a bit, whatever it is, you're going to get information on my channel. And I do believe that everyone should have an opportunity to travel abroad regardless of their financial status. So I always look for those opportunities that you don't need to break a bank to achieve, and I give all the information so that you don't need to go through agents. You can totally do everything by yourself. So that's what we do here. So if you're interested in such info, then do subscribe to the channel so you can be seeing my videos when they come up, and also when I come live like this is a live stream. All right, you would get notified and you get to join us. These live streams are always so really nice because we get to interact real time. You ask your questions, I get to answer them and all of that. So you're welcome. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Okay. And yeah, I won't forget, you also turn on the notification bell. So when you click subscribe, beside it, you're going to see a bell icon. So ensure that it's up as well so that you don't miss anything I post, because I usually update the channel like every day. I try to do that so I can give you as much information as possible, because I have so much to share. There is so much going on and very little time. So that's why I try to share as much as possible. All right. So returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. Love you all. Everything you do to support the community is really appreciated by me. I appreciate you all a great deal. Thank you for everything you do. And if you are looking for an opportunity to make at least $1,000 every month through a side hustle, then I have the best one for you. It is something I have done for the past 4 years, and it's been so amazing. So you can also start, you can join if you're interested in making extra money from the comfort of your home and get to be paid every month. You can do it from anywhere in the world, and it's passive income. As a matter of fact, once you just start, you do the initial work once, it keeps running for you. Okay, so it's Amazon KDP. All right, it's very popular. You can Google it to get information. You publish books on Amazon, which is the biggest e-commerce platform in the world, with over 2 billion customers every month. All right, so you have the customers already eagerly waiting, to buy your books, and you don't need to be a writer or an editor. Okay, the way we do it is that we publish public domain books. These books are bestsellers in, top selling books in the world by famous authors, and they are put together, formatted, edited, ready to publish. So all you need to do is buy the manuscripts, from STACKLEE. All right, buy the manuscripts from STACKLEE, and you also get free training from STACKLEE. STACKLEE offers free training to everyone, and you get to start your publishing business, get paid every month, okay? And it just keeps going like that all through. And I've done it for 4 years, and trust me, it's really amazing. You don't need to do much. You don't need to do anything. Okay, once you publish your books, they keep selling. Every month you get paid for many years down the line, forever, as long as Amazon is in business. All right, so I have links in the description box where you can buy your packs. I also got my manuscripts from STACKLEE. Okay, I started with STACKLEE and got trained by STACKLEE, and it's really been amazing. And that is why I highly recommend you buy your packs from STACKLEE, because that's what I did. All right, and you get free training that is going to enable you to succeed in the business. And not only that, you also can get to join a community of publishers. Okay, so when you buy your pack from STACKLEE, send me an email and I will add you to my group. Okay, I'll add it to the group so you get to interact with us. All right, let me put my email address on the screen. So that's it. If you want to make $1,000 every month, it's not fixed, I'm just being modest with that, just an average of 1,000 a month. You can get that done. So there are 3 packs you can start with. Either you start with 60 books, or you start with 150 books, or 300. Okay, I highly recommend you go for the highest. I went for the highest. Okay, and it's really cool. But obviously, if you can't afford that, go for anyone you can afford. All the links are in the description box, or just send me an email and I will share the links with you. Okay, so who wants to move abroad for summer jobs? Who needs seasonal work? Let's see who needs seasonal work. Let's get to share the information. All right, seasonal work. You guys have always been telling me to talk about seasonal work, so I'm here today to talk about seasonal work. So I'm going to give you all the info about the visa, how it works and all of that. And I will also get to show you where you can get these jobs. All right, I'll show you jobs you can get, seasonal jobs you can get, and the way it works. So we're talking about Croatia. Okay, that is for Croatia. We're talking about, it's this amazing country in Europe that, it's like summer capital, very, very nice place where you can actually work, seasonally. So yeah, and how this one works is that the company actually applies for your work permit for you. Okay, so step one, you get a job and the company applies for your work permit for you. All right, you don't need to do that. The company arranges all of that. So when your work permit is ready, you then apply for your visa in your country. Okay, so to apply for a Croatian visa, it would either be the embassy or VFS, or there would always be an office, that has been designated to receive Croatian visa applications in your country. You can just Google it to find out where to lodge your application in your country. Okay, So that's basically how it is. Okay, so I see comments people are saying I am in for seasonal jobs. Okay, that's amazing. I am ready to move. I over need a move. All right, that's good. Thanks for the update. Okay, you're welcome. All right, so I see all of that. I am currently in UAE. I hope to apply from here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can apply from anywhere. You can apply from anywhere. All right, so if you're are you like interested in Croatia, because it's not that popular a country for jackpot people. All right, but it's a very good one to go for seasonal jobs. I mean, whatever, the exposure is good. All right, okay, so let's see information about the visa real quick. So I just want to show you info from the immigration, or should I say Ministry of what's it called, Ministry of Interior, right, in Croatia. So this is their website, and they have information for the visa right here. Yeah, and so let me see how I can increase that to fill up the screen. All right, so that's it. The seasonal workers. This is info. Let's just read it. A third country national may work in the Republic of Croatia on the basis of a stay and work permit for seasonal work in agriculture, forestry, hospitality industry, and tourism. Okay, so I really like this one because the seasonal work is not limited to agriculture only, like in the UK and some countries like that. Seasonal jobs are usually just in agriculture only. But for this one, they have seasonal jobs in hospitality and tourism. And I am super, like, really interested in this hospitality and tourism because summer is like so big, especially these Schengen countries as a whole. Let me put it that way. And Croatia is one country that gets a whole lot of tourists in the summer, as you know, all the countries in Schengen zone, summer is like always so hot, and they always need seasonal workers to work in the tourism industry during those peak seasons. All right, so this is really good that tourism and hospitality is part of the seasonal jobs here, and this is for a maximum period of 6 months a year. What that means is you can work for 6 months and then maybe rest for 6 months and then do another 6 months. So it's 6 months a year. So in a calendar year, you can only do 6 months of seasonal work from what they are saying here. And it is with a labor market test, except in cases of high demand professions. And trust me, hospitality and tourism is like super, super high demand, especially during the summer period. All right. So this is info from the immigration website already. And the opinion of the local service or office of the okay, so the exemption of the labor market test. Okay, what labor market test is basically is that when an employer wants to hire from overseas, yeah, they need to undergo this labor market test, to prove to immigration that there is nobody among the citizens and permanent residents that can take up that job, and so they need to go overseas to hire. So that is basically what that labor market test is. So when an employer goes through that test and gets the approval to hire from overseas, that is when they now apply for your work permit. But they are saying here that there are cases where the labor market test is not needed when the job is in a high demand profession, and when the local service or office of employment service of Croatia decides that, okay, this job does not need a labor market test, go ahead and hire a foreigner for it. All right, so that's basically what that means. And then let's see some more information. Exceptionally, a stay and work permit may be issued without a labor market test and the opinion of the local service or office of the Croatian Employment Service in case of employment of a seasonal worker in agriculture, forestry, hospitality industry, and tourism in the duration of up to 90 days. So what this means that if you want to work for 90 days, right, 90 days and 0 to 90 days, let me put it that way, at most 90 days, you don't need to undergo a labor market test. It's only when you want to work for more than 90 days, like 6 months, that is when you need the labor market test. So if you're getting a job that is for 90 days at most, 90 days is 3 months. So if you want to do a 3 month job, there is no need for a labor market test. You can just go ahead and get the job without the employer having to go through all that paperwork. So I would recommend that if you're interested in doing the 90-day job, okay, when you're applying for this job, you may want to even like inform the employer that since your job is for 90 days, right? It's not more than 90 days, you will not require a labor market test, because it's not every employer that really has knowledge of all the immigration rules and all of that. So you may even want to let them know that, okay, since the job is not more than 90 days, you don't need a labor market test, which means they can just go ahead and just hire you directly. Okay, no need for anything major. Because one of the reasons why employers would always prefer to hire someone in the country already is so because they want to escape this whole labor market test thing. Okay, so if you can tell them that, okay, if this job is less than 90 days or not more than 90 days, you don't need that, and they can just go ahead and hire you, meaning you don't need like sponsorship, whatever, all those paperwork is not needed. All right, so that just like I just wanted to put that out there so it can help you to get a job faster or easier. Okay, so seasonal workers may work on the basis of a stay and work permit for seasonal work up to 90 days or up to 6 months. So we've covered that already. Let me try and make this bigger so you guys can see better. Yeah, how is that? Is it showing better for you guys? It should be. All right. So now it's a stay and work permit for seasonal work may be granted to seasonal workers if they are, if they fulfill these 6 things. They have a valid foreign travel document, that is, you have your passport, and you have a valid contract of employment. You have been provided appropriate accommodation. So accommodation is like mandatory. So when you're getting a seasonal job, accommodation is mandatory. It must come with accommodation. All right. And then you are considered threat. You are not considered, rather, I beg your pardon, not considered threat for public policy, national security, and public health. So that means you have a clean criminal record and you have, health, you're in good condition, health wise. You have not been banned entry and stay in the EEA, that is the European Economic Area, or the Republic of Croatia, or no alert has been issued in SIS for the purpose of forbidding their entry. So basically, you're not banned from EEA or banned from Croatia. And then prove that you have not been convicted by a final ruling of any criminal offenses. You have a clean criminal record, okay? All right. Okay, so this one was health, and then this one is criminal record. Okay, so that's great. So those are the 6 requirements you have to meet to be granted this seasonal work permit. All right. So the conditions for granting a stay and work permit for seasonal work referred to in terms 2I3 have to be in line with the blah 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 blah. You can always read all of that later. So they've also gone ahead to like be very specific about the kind of accommodation that is provided to you by your employer. Like they're super like they're giving these requirements so that they are sure the accommodation your employer is giving you is a standard accommodation. All right, so they've really broken down the whole thing, but that is not your problem, that is the employer's problem. So we don't really need to go through all of that. It's left for the employer to really meet these accommodation requirements. So when it has to do with seasonal work, they always provide accommodation. Basically, it's like compulsory. They always provide accommodation, and it's not going to be deducted from your salary. All right, it will not be deducted from your salary, something the employer has to do. So yeah, they've still given more recommendations. Like they took this accommodation thing so seriously. So there's so much info about the kind of accommodation to be given to you. And then the rights of seasonal workers. What can you do when you are in Croatia, and all of that. So they also have info about this, terms of employment, including the minimum working age, the working conditions, including salary and termination of the contract. That is, all of these things has to be stated, right? Rights to participate in strikes, and just read all of that. That's info for you if you're interested. My job is just to give you the information, let you know that this exists. Okay, so now you've seen it here from the Croatia immigration website, what the seasonal workers visa and all of that is. So let me get to show you info about where you can possibly get these seasonal jobs. All right, so let's get to look at that. So I'm just going to show you. Let's start with this employer first. I just saw this job opening and I thought, let me just share this one with you guys first. And then obviously we're going to look at other jobs that you can see. So you can just apply for this one like straight up. So let's see. This is a hotel that is hiring for seasonal work. So you can see here seasonal work, yeah. And the first seasonal hire starts in early March. So that has started already. We're already in the end of March. And the end of the season is expected in late October. All right. So the available seasonal jobs they have are food and beverage departments. They need chefs, restaurants and bar managers. They need deputy restaurant bar managers. They need chefs, pizza masters, pastry chefs, waiters, bartenders, hostesses, kitchen and restaurant and bar support staff. So this falls under hospitality. All right. Remember, hospitality jobs are part of the occupations or professions that fall under the seasonal work in this country. All right. So you can actually apply for this. Then they have room departments is also needed, need staff as well, receptionists, luggage carriers, room supervisors, maids, cleaners, household support staff, laundry staff, and then others, spa therapists, beauticians, blah, 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 are also needed as well. Okay. So you can apply here. There's a link here to fill out the application form. If you want to secure a seasonal job in a dynamic work environment, gain experience working in accordance with international standards, and also spend your summer at one of the world's most desirable destinations, fill out the application form. All right. So you just fill that out and that's it. So they've given minimum salary is 1,000 euros. As a matter of fact, minimum salary is 1,000 euros, and accommodation, they have accommodation and all of that. So I think it's okay if you have accommodation and then you still get, a compensation of 1,000 euros per month for this job, then I think it's cool. And typically you also have free meals as well. So if you have accommodation, you have meals plus 1,000 euros. I think it's okay, it's fair. All right, I think it's fair. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's fair for seasonal work. All right, so it's when you like find your way into something more permanent, then you get to earn more. All right, so this is what's the name? Sonkani. Oh my goodness, is in their language. Sonkani Va Hotel. I think the H is usually silent, or Hava or something hotels, whatever. That is it on the screen. So you can just check them out. Let me drop the name, let me drop their link on the screen so you can just like go check them out and apply for the jobs that you're interested in. Just fill the application form. Basically, that's how to apply. So this hotel, that is the link. So just check them out and see if they are open to hiring you. All right. So just check that out. So let me get to show you some other places where you can get seasonal jobs. So those that are just joining us, you can just watch from the beginning. Okay. So you can get all the info. We're kind of like in the middle at the moment. So I still have some more info to share. So I can like really start again from the beginning. So just try to watch from the beginning if you can. All right. Thanks for joining, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm going to answer your questions later. And please give the video a thumbs up, okay? Please give the video a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe if it's your first time here, okay? All right, so let's see. I saw this website while searching for where you can apply for seasonal jobs. I came across this website. It is called Seasonal Jobs Abroad. Seasonaljobsabroad.com. Okay, seasonaljobsabroad.com. So you can just go there. As a matter of fact, you can actually see seasonal jobs in several countries on the website. So I just went to Croatia, since that is what we're talking about here. So you can see here seasonal jobs in Croatia, and they have information. reasons why you should work in Croatia, best places to get employment. So the best places in Croatia to get employment, they've listed them here. They have Zagreb, Split, Rijeka, Osijek, Zadar, and Dubrovnik. All right, so those are the top places to get seasonal jobs. Obviously, those are like the hottest tourist destinations, yeah, where seasonal workers, especially in tourism and hospitality, are like so needed. All right, so those are their recommendations. And then they also have information on how to get jobs, and then they have information about summer jobs. So you can click here to see, there's so much on this website. So just go to seasonaljobsabroad.com and look for, just search for Croatia, check for this info. All right. And they also have professional jobs. They have info about visa, eligibility and requirements, working in Croatia, and things like that. So, yeah, you must really note that the language, Croatia doesn't speak English, obviously, and they speak, Croatian, all right? But if you're going to be working in hospitality, obviously for hospitality most especially, they need English speaking workers, because being a tourist destination, they're going to be attracting tourists from around the world. And obviously 99% of tourists will not be able to speak Croatian. All right. So they need English speakers that will be able to actually relate with tourists and all of that. So if you're going for jobs in tourism and hospitality, you're going to get a lot of English speaking jobs. But if you're going for other industries, I'm not so sure about just being English able to speak just English. I'm not really sure how that is going to work, but you can also try and check for the jobs that you see available. Obviously, if you're applying from overseas, they know obviously you can't speak Croatian, so you guys will get to talk about all the language and all of that. But when it has to do with hospitality and tourism, I'm pretty sure you're going to be getting jobs that are English speaking jobs. All right. So let's see. And you can also get jobs on Indeed. Yes, Indeed is like, I always talk about Indeed all the time. So you can check out Indeed to get jobs for some of the jobs in Croatia. You just know how you filter, search, and all of that. So Indeed is also a very good place. Let me drop Indeed on the screen in case there are people that have never heard of Indeed. So that's it, Indeed.com. You can just go there and check for jobs, summer jobs in Croatia. All right. And then you can just Google it. There are so many ways of getting jobs in Croatia. But the basic thing is, now you know that there is seasonal work visa in Croatia, and you know that you can get it, and go to work in Croatia for 6 months. All right. And so after, yeah, another important information, after you've done your 6 months, 6 months, what's it called, seasonal work, you can leave for another 6 months and return 6 months later. So after your first 6 months, you can't work again. Like, you can't renew your visa until after 6 months. So that's basically how this seasonal work visa works. It is 6 months in a year that you can do the job, right? But the visa you're going to be given is a 1 year visa, but you can only work for 6 months. So it's, according to the information I saw on the immigration website. Okay, so when you get your job, your employer is going to apply for your work permit in Croatia. When that is done, you apply for your visa to make it into Croatia. And then if you're not doing the 90 days job, you're doing the 6 months job, you're going to be given a 1 year work permit, of which you can only work for 6 months on seasonal jobs. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. And I know people may be thinking, how can they move to something permanent? Maybe you can do that when you're in Croatia. There's always so much you can explore when you are already in the country than what you can do when you're outside. All right. So when you get in, obviously you're going to find your way to do that. But ideally, if seasonal jobs is the only thing you want to do, you can do that for just 6 months and then stop for another 6 months and do it again in another 6 months. So that's basically how it rolls. All right. Any questions? Let me take your questions real quick. Maljoy, I sent you an email. I don't think I saw it. Unless you're using another name. I didn't see any mail from you. Please send it again if you can. Please send it again. Yeah, I did notice many emails go to spam. Sorry. Just send it again. Let's see. All right. So those that are just joining, please watch from the beginning. I'm giving all the info already. All right. Okay, no questions concerning this. Croatia, do they speak English? Okay, I've answered that already. I am in for seasonal jobs. All right, that's great. Moses, I do. Adio. Please, that's good. Okay, network issues. Currently in UAE. Okay, I think I've answered everything. All right, so that's cool. I think I've answered everything. So please try and get this done. If you're interested in moving to Croatia for seasonal work, just apply for jobs, get the job. Your employer applies for your work permit in Croatia. You apply for your visa in your country, and then you travel down to begin your seasonal work. Accommodation is provided for you, and you don't need to have a degree to get this done. You don't need IELTS, all those kind of things. All right. So it's really cool if you can try it out. All right. So I think that's it for today. Don't forget, if you want to start your publishing business, send me an email. Let me, you know, get give you the info. If you can't find the description box where you can just buy your pack directly, send me an email and I'll send them to you. All right. And if you want to talk to me privately, you want me to help you with anything, you can also send me an email as well, so I could assist you with all of that. Okay. Thanks for watching. I wish you all the best. All right. And let's try and see you again tomorrow where we are going to be talking about another country. So let me know in the comments which country you want us to talk about tomorrow. Where do you want to go to? Let me know. All right. From your comments, I will choose which country we are going to be talking about tomorrow from the comments, from your recommendations. So please drop a comment. Okay. Don't go without dropping a comment. All right. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Love